Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are continuing with the Bauble Blooms bundle today, and I've pulled in the Simply Said greeting as well. And I wanted to show that if you don't want to make a Christmas card with the Bauble Blooms set, you don't have to. This one is a happy birthday card I've made with just the fill-in pieces and then die cutting out the kind of the leaves portion of this. This is Berry Burst and Pretty in Pink, and the card that I'm going to do in the video is on a blueberry bushel card base, and I've pulled in an Azure Afternoon piece of 5 1/4 by 4, and the centerpiece is basic white in 5 by 3 3/4. So I tried going with Azure Afternoon as the middle color for the flowers, but it was really, there wasn't enough contrast. So what I've done is I've done Blueberry Bushel, a first value in the detail, second value in the fill. So I've got the greeting stamped in Blueberry Bushel, got all that done. And this piece here, I've actually trimmed off. And I'm not going to use that piece, but I just want a little bit of greenery. It's done in Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the stamping. The happy birthday was cut out with the rectangle die from Textured Notes. Okay, so let's get rocking and rolling with this. So I am going to hold the stamp exactly the same way for each stamp, just so it's easier for me to align, to fill in when I come back to do the fill. So I'm just going to come through, again, holding my stamp exactly the same each time. And I'm going to come in and add some pieces here and add a piece there. Okay, so it still looks a little bit random because I've got the stamp just offset. I haven't gone with it. So let's go ahead and do our second value. And this is where I need to remind myself to do second value for each one. So if I stop talking, it's because I'm concentrating. Can't walk and talk. So, oh, and I've just managed to stamp on my die cut, but that's okay. Not going to worry about that. So I'm just going to come in, line that up and press it down. The reason I do the darker color first is so that I can see it to line up. I find if I do the lighter color first, I can't line it up properly. And I'm not doing 100% good job of lining this up either, but I don't want to put my head in the frame. And so I'm not necessarily lining up completely straight. I will try and do my best to line up a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so that's the card front done super quick. Again, just that second value. So let's just pop all of this out of the way. Get this out of the way as well. I'm going to pop these here for you. I'm going to take my adhesive, and this one's probably going to run out right away. And if it does, I have another one. So I'm going to just pop this on like this. And it's okay that it's not exactly the same color in the middle. I wanted that little bit of definition just to make the front pop a little bit. And I'm going to get my dimensionals out because I dimensionalized this from the card base. So we're just going to pop this down. This is actually super easy to do. You don't need a lot of time to do it. Maybe a little bit of patience if you're trying to line things up, but it is actually quite quick to do. And you could probably do second value Azure Afternoon if you wanted to. I just chose to just do second value. And it just shows that you can do, you can get the effect with just one ink color. You don't have to have two. Okay, so I've got dimensionals on the back of this one. We're just going to lay this down, and I'm probably going to pop this right here because that's where I kind of missed the most with the color, and I'm putting this just off to the side a little bit. It just does come over the edge, and that's fine. That helps bring the eye to it because there's a stop here, so it brings your eye back. Okay, and I've got dimensionals just on the edge of the flowers because I want them to sit even with this, with the greeting. So I've just put the dimensionals on the one edge. So they'll overlap like that. And then I'm going to come in with the greenery and I'm going to flat mount the greenery. So we're just going to put a bit of adhesive there, a bit of adhesive there. And we're going to tuck this one underneath just like that. And I have overlapped it on the top a little bit. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to add some adhesive and just tuck it in here like this. So what that does too is it helps draw the eye because there's a difference in color. And I do have the two-tone sparkling gems because I didn't have anything brighter to use. I am just going to look at the Christmas ones. No, those aren't right. I was looking at the light blue in those ones. But I'm going to use the two-tone sparkling gems. These are on the last chance list. And I do really, really love these. And on this card, I used the holographic gems. So I'm just putting a little bit in there. It adds a little bit of interest, a little bit of bling. And that is our non-Christmas version of a card using Bauble Blooms. I hope you've enjoyed the series this week and that you'll stay tuned for the review short on YouTube tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.